another spoiler-free movie reaction. And today's movie reaction will be on Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. And for today, to be honest, I do have a lot to say about this film, but I'm gonna try to keep this movie reaction short and sweet this time because I am working on my next movie reaction and movie review coming up next time, which will both be on The Little Mermaid, so stay tuned for that. And really, I do need to start figuring out a way how to shorten my movie reaction talks because I know they seem more like as if I'm reviewing them, and that is not really the case. I'm just giving you my thoughts on what I thought about the films. So I gotta figure out a better way to go about that for y'all to make them more digestible. Okay, so where can I start? I guess it is always best to start out with like the story. So I thought the story for the film was really, really solid. I thought it was great because it was definitely following up on volume two. For anyone who has seen volume two, I felt like this was a nice follow up for it because, especially after the Avengers Infinity War and Endgame, so much has happened after the snap, and it still has an effect on the characters, even though some characters were able to come back while others things have changed a bit, but it still was a nice story. And also there was so many underlying themes within it when it came down to like um regrets and how that affects a person, and also trauma, and of course what comes with that as well, and empathy, and maybe even to an extent um forgiveness, and also fulfilling your personal purpose. And so that was very interesting to see in this film because when it comes to the Guardians of the Galaxy, that anyone would know is that they were always kind of like just the comedic, sometimes the butt of a joke, but then the next minute they're on point with everything kind of Guardians. But this time you get to see them all deal with their own personal issues, personal things that they are dealing with, coping with. And also I would have to say that Rocket Raccoon, who is voiced by Bradley Cooper, awesome job by the way with that raccoon because he's probably one of my favorite characters. His character is pretty much the center, the heart of the story. Trying my hard not to say too much on this note is that the film from beginning to end kind of had like a bittersweet aspect to it that was, I felt, suited the story, and also with everything that was going on physically in the film as well. But I will say that it's not in the bittersweet way that you would probably expect it to be. Let's just say that. I felt that the actors returning as the Guardians was definitely pretty much as usual on point. I felt like they were still at the, on their game. They're still the same Guardians that we've always known, that gang that we all like to hang out with when we see the movies. And so I felt like the actors were still pretty good. And Will Poulter as Adam Warlock was definitely something that I was looking forward to ever since it was announced that he would be playing the character, because I'll say that I did a lot of reading up on the character after the second film, and I wanted to know more about him because I didn't know much about him then. But I will say that so far in this movie, Will Poulter as him really kind of, for the time that he had on screen, I felt like he was very much embodying the character from what I could find out about him. And also, even with his little story, because he just basically was just pretty much born, Adam was, and so he is still trying to figure out where he fits into all of this, fits into what's going on, and while also still pretty much like a child or a toddler, you could say. So I really would like to see what more they could do with his character and with Will Poulter still playing the character, because I think that there's a lot that can be explored with his character. So we'll see. Cinematography and CGI I felt was pretty good, you know, by usual Marvel movie standards, if you would call it that. I thought it was still pretty good. There was some rough parts here and there from what I could notice, but the good thing is they weren't that noticeable. So I still think that, you know, it was still good. The villain in the film, I thought was a pretty interesting villain, that he was kind of like, there was a little level of charm to him, but for the most part, he was pretty much just evil. He did what he did because that's what he wanted to do, and I felt like he had a bit of a god complex to him because of things that he did not like and he wanted things the way he envisioned them as being perfect. And so that was nice to explore. Okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, I think I would give this movie a good, solid 8. Like I said, I felt that the story was good, it held together, and it definitely struck an emotional chord with me, and I feel like it'll do the same if you go out to see it. And yeah, there were a bit of slow spots here and there, but nothing that it was so distinct that it was significant, you could say. It still, the story kept going on until the very end. And also, like I said, there were some things in this CGI that I've noticed, but nothing that was all so noticeable that I felt was off. So for the most part, I really enjoyed it. And if you're into the Guardians of the Galaxy or Marvel films, I think you will enjoy this one as well. It was a nice volume 3. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. And if you have any thoughts or views on the film, please leave them in the comment section down below, because I'd love to hear them, what you think about it. And I'll be back next time with my movie reaction on Disney's The Little Mermaid live action. So get ready for this one, y'all, because I will not just be doing a movie reaction, I will also be doing a movie review on this one. So get ready for a lot of talk on this one. Hope you guys have a wonderful and blessed day today, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.